Have you ever put off starting something new just because it's something new? The thought usually goes something like this. You have an idea, an ambition that you really want to go after, and you're super excited. You can't wait to get started. And then half a second later, the thoughts start rolling in. I don't know what I'm really doing. I really have no idea where to even start. And what if I go out there and do the thing that I really want to do and I look silly? What if, people laugh or make fun or call me out for not having the experience or the expertise? I mean, who am I even to be doing this thing in the first place? I don't have the degree, the experience, or insert whatever qualification you think is necessary here. We have a tendency to think like this with all kinds of new things, and it makes us put off doing the thing even if we really want to. Maybe some of those thoughts have been rolling through your head very recently as you've been thinking about doing something new, as a new path has presented itself, as you're getting really excited about maybe making a change. Maybe some of those thoughts have spoken to you. But what if we didn't think this way? What if we didn't give into these thoughts and put off doing the things that we really want to do, the things that we're really excited about doing? Now, I'm going to give you a little side anecdote here, but a few years ago, I decided to learn golf. I thought it was something that I really needed to do to make it in the business world. And it was a skill set that I felt that I really needed, even though I would never learn it in a classroom. And so, I had maybe ever been to a golf course like twice before when I was a kid, and I barely remembered it. But when I make my mind up about something, I can be pretty headstrong. And this was one of those things. So I was going to do it no matter what. And I did. I went to the golf course, I started practicing from the driving range, and I found a teacher. And I'll never forget what that teacher said to me on my first day when I walked in for my first lesson. And he had asked if I had any experience, and I said no. I literally just started off the driving range a couple days ago. And his response is something that it'll stick with me forever, probably, because it kind of hit me um, a little bit different. But he basically said, I can't believe you had the courage to come out here, by yourself and step foot on the driving range and start hitting, balls and just learn. And in that moment, I didn't pay too much attention to it. I might have been a little, off. I was probably even a little nervous, but I really wanted to learn. And so that's what I had told him. I wanted to learn, and here I was to learn. And then later, as I drove home, his response just kept sticking out in my head. It just really stayed with me. And I kept thinking about it. And the reason that it stuck out, the reason that I couldn't shake it is because what he was really saying, when he said that he can't believe that I had the courage to come out and learn this by myself, um, is that, most people don't have that courage when starting something new, when they know nothing about it. I probably had never even watched golf on TV, didn't know that much about it, but it was something that I really, other than just like the generalities, but I wanted to learn. And so most people don't seem to have that same courage when they're starting something new, anything new. And that was a crucial lesson to learn, and it's why I'm sharing it with you now. Because, you know, this applies not just to golf and sports, it applies to everything. But the lesson here is that everyone, in everything they've ever done, whether they become amazing, average, or no good at all, everyone has to start as a beginner. And that doesn't apply, like I said, just to the golf or the sports. It applies to every aspect of your life and your business. Everyone starts as a beginner. And the only way you get any good is if you keep going. No one is successful right off the bat. Even progenies have to practice, okay? Maybe not as much as everybody else, but they still do. And everyone starts as a beginner. Everyone has to learn the basics in the same way. And so the only way you get any good is if you keep going. But you have to start in order to go anywhere. And it's okay that your starting point is at the beginning, right? It's expected. No one expects somebody to do perfectly their first time. And so We need to learn to extend that same grace and expectation to ourselves when we're starting anything new. And it's okay that your starting point is at the beginning. So, how does knowing that help you today to reframe your mindset, get started, and keep going? It's just something to keep in mind and consider as you take that next step, whatever that next step is for you. All right, until next time, keep designing your happiness. Hey there, friend. I believe that in life and in business, your mindset is the most likely thing to hold you back. So, we're going to be here every week working it out so you can move closer to that life you've only been dreaming about until now. I'll see you back here for our next episode. And if you're loving what you're hearing, please take a minute to leave a review. All right, I'll see you next time.